excellent quality stream, it says. Boop! Time for some gunslinger madness, boys. Did we already... Yeah, these are already done. Ugh, there's a rampage. Do I just summon all of the bosses right now myself? Probably. God, there's so many quests I gotta end up doing. Okay, let's see. Is there an outpost nearby? I don't see anything. Can you please... but I'm doing this stream with Streamlabs again because I couldn't get the Twitch chat to show up. There it is, right over there. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Atake. I probably said that wrong. It's probably just a take. Are you from the King's Speech? That's a reference nobody will get. In the King's Speech, remember he had to go, "Ah, people," because otherwise he stuttered with it. Oh, hey, Dr. Bullet. It's been a while, man. If we can ever go through this loading screen. I'm just trying to get to my personal chest here. It doesn't even say a percentage. What is happening? Hey, Shaggy Platypus. Yeah, man. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. This might be the last stream for a little while. I've got Christmas stuff is coming around, so I've got like family that's actually getting picked up today at the airport, so I'll probably end up being really busy with that. I'll try and stream when I can, but how's Jub doing? Yeah, she's sleeping in the other room. I was just sleeping behind me in bed. Did this game break? Like, what the hell, man? Just reopen it. Like, I'm sick of this, dude. Game crashes so much. There's jump now. Twitch didn't even send a notification. Yeah, that sounds about right, Vanessa. Hey, so Twitch is like YouTube? Twitch is stealing YouTube's features, question mark? Oh god, don't tell me we have a bug going on where, like the bug where we're stuck, we can't go to the club world. What the hell? What am I doing? Stop it. I'm not going to fight that guy. There's just one of them. Why would I even bother? Here, now it's actually loading. There we go. So yeah, this is the new gunslinger costume, just in case you guys didn't know. Because I actually had a vote on my community tab on YouTube, and you guys were like, we want to see the gunslinger costume next. So that's what we're going to be doing with this stream. Is the Leviathan update out? Yes, the Leviathan update has been out for PC for a very long time, but it's also out on consoles. I already had videos talking about that, so if YouTube would have actually notified you, you could have actually checked it out. Why did I come here? Oh yeah, shout out phones. I love that I'm slowly running out of these. Streaming on twitch.tv/ScyushiOfficial, yo. Come one, come all. Yes. We'll do stuff. I wonder whether or not I should use, let me see how much it costs if I, like, summon a bunch of rampage bosses. Ugh, it's so expensive to make beacons, dude. Actually, can we... Aren't beacons tradable? No, they're not. I don't know why I thought that they were. There's one right there, actually, unless that's the other... No, that's just one of the R outposts. Dang it, dude. Yeah, we only got 3 minutes left. Oh, well. Who cares? How was the first like on your new video? Thank you, Dr. Bullet. I appreciate it. Yeah, the meme video's out, guys, if you didn't catch it. No laugh you lose this week. Cause, yeah. I recorded You Laugh You Lose like 3 or 4 times, and all the videos I was watching were just shit. Like, I didn't laugh at any of them, so I was like, eh. Thanks for the invite to the rampage, but there's not enough time for me to get the rampage done. That's okay. Hello, random other people. Oh, here, let's grab this quest. Hello there. Yes. I've been watching, I don't know why, I just had a big craving I guess because the new Star Wars came out, which I hate Disney on Star Wars. We won't talk about any of that though, because I know that people like it, and I don't want to discriminate against people's opinions, even if it sucks. And anyways, I've been watching through like the older Star Wars. I watched all the old ones, episode 1, 2, and 3, just because I have Disney Plus, and they're pretty good. I was actually very surprised. And then so many people constantly suggested me to watch that CG Clone Wars series, and I've been watching that as well, and it's actually been pretty good. It's a lot better than I thought it was. Like, even though it's CG and implies that it's for kids, characters get killed off left and right, like crazy. How do you get the new outfit? I literally have a tutorial on YouTube that for some reason nobody watched, so I must have titled it wrong or something. That talks about how you get all the new free costumes. In short, they're from the lockboxes, which is literally what we're doing right now. Wait, why am I doing these dungeons? I need to donate to Luminopolis. And I need robotic salvage, which means I gotta kill random enemies here. Somebody asked earlier about the dragon as well, and the dragon is actually from Bomber Royale. Hi Mage, I don't know what you're saying, but yes. Oh, you guys are redeeming highlight messages. That's right. Twitch is like so weird. Like, I don't understand what's happening with it, dude. They keep changing all this stuff. Like, it's funny. Twitch notifies me that they've changed their dashboard. Right now I'm using a completely new dashboard. It looks very strange and weird. They don't notify me about all this other shit. Like, what is this redeemed messages stuff? Do I get a cut of that? Are you guys like giving me something, or is it just redeeming points yourselves? I know for a fact that Twitch is finally starting to steal what DLive had, where you guys actually get rewarded the longer you watch an individual streamer, and that I can always get behind. But I don't understand. Yeah, you get points now. Yeah, I don't know, Vanessa. I think that those points are just to be redeemed for highlighted messages and stuff. I don't think that it's actually something that benefits me, which is fine. I'm just saying, like, if Twitch steals, like, that last thing is what Twitch is missing, and then there is no point in having DLive. Like, 100%. In short, you guys, if you don't already know and haven't kept up with the channel for a long time, DLive is like another streaming site. And they started out really, really cool, where by watching streams, you would literally earn the currency of the website, which could be redeemed for real life money. So you literally were getting paid to watch streamers and then could donate it to the streamers if you decided to. But unfortunately, a bunch of Uggles freaks took advantage of it. They had to change it. And now that doesn't happen anymore, and it's pretty useless, but it still had the nice benefit. Okay, I gotta swap worlds. This world sucks. It still had a really nice benefit where as you watch the stream, you would generate points. Even right now, it kind of has that, but it's pretty bad. Also, did you guys know this quest right here, Gather Robotic Salvage, in binary, that just says help me. I love that. That's actually really funny. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be fighting. Oh, that guy actually did drop robotic salvage. Usually these guys drop plasmium instead of robotic salvage because they're the Luminopolis enemies. But we'll just be doing the quest today, guys. Unless one of you guys ends up getting to a Leviathan, I'm always down for fighting those guys. Most of all in U8, because I can't be bothered to fight them in a higher Uber world. I think... Where do we need? I think we're in the right biome. Yeah. I'll try and catch up to your guys' highlighted messages as well. Trove is amazing. Good to see you playing it. Yes, of course, gamer. What do you mean? I've been playing this game for over 5 years. That's insane, dude. Still love it, though. I have been taking a bit of a break, honestly speaking, though. Like, I don't know. I haven't really been as into it lately. But I do still have consistent Trove videos. And I think I always will, just because I still do like Trove. Also, I'm live streaming. How are you today? I'm doing good, Hollow Living. I was honestly not really feeling like doing videos a couple days back, so I kind of took a bit of a break, and thankfully had stocked up videos already. But it's gonna be nice to do all of the, like, all the Christmas stuff and everything, and just hanging out with people and playing games and stuff. It's gonna be a nice bit of a break for me. I mean, I'm already playing games, but it's different, you know? Like, recording games is very, very different from just playing them myself. But I have, there's gonna be a Boneworks video that's gonna go up today. No Trove is gonna go on YouTube today. I'm gonna have that go up tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I'm gonna have Destiny. I've been grinding the hell out of the Christmas event on Destiny as much as I can. I'll probably try and do that after this. It's actually a lot of fun. It's been really, really good. Sorry for calling you a poopy head. I don't know why that message got grabbed, and I don't care. Ooga Booga. Ah, Vanessa, you must be playing Ooga Booga on Roblox, yes? Is that what that game's called? You know, the one that was, it was like a weird Fortnite Royale game type of thing. Have you anything to do in this game? I mean, playing it too, but it seems like you farm almost everything. Yeah, I've pretty much got everything out of the game. The only things that I'm missing is the Leviathan badges, the Rampage badges, because Rampages are shit. I mean, I say that and then I have all my Shadow Tower badges, but at least that's something that I can grind in my own time. Rampages, I have to wait for them, and that's just stupid. Wait, we gotta... I need to redeem, or, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I already got that quest done. Jesus. But yeah, anyways, I've got pretty much everything done out of this game, except for some side stuff that would give me more mastery. And I don't know. Oh, there's an outpost right there. But I still enjoy it. That's the thing, though, is I don't really have that much to do. I do have my alternate account that I should honestly play a little bit more on, but even then, I've played this game so long. Like, I'm not the type of person that enjoys starting a game from scratch. Especially something like this, where I've invested as much time as I have. No, I don't want your quest. Let's do one of these. Boop. I think I got this quest done, so let's grab this one. Yeah, Rampages suck, dude, because they're just time-gated trash, you know? Like, that's the thing, is it's funny. All of the content that's time-gated, I just don't really bother with much. Okay, why did it open the welcome screen? Oh, Highlands. Highlands. Oh, damn it, that's so far away. Alright, let's try and find... You can't find the Highlands quest when you're in the novice world. I guess I thought it would be too confusing for a new player for some reason. Why are you using, you are using Steam version or Glyph? I always use the Glyph version of Trove because I find that the Steam version doesn't work very well for me. With lots of people, it's the opposite. Like, it's one or the other. Either the Steam version works for you or the Glyph version works. One of them always seems to crash for people. God damn it, that is so far away. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, I can click this button. Thank... Oh, and then I have to press enter. Why can't I just click it? Twitch, come on. But either way, thanks Steve Forgotten for subbing for 16 months with Twitch Prime. Really appreciate it, man. Seriously. He's my only Patreon. I don't even advertise Patreon and honestly keep forgetting that it exists. Do you think you'll ever play PS4 Trove again? Dude, I literally just did the other day. Like, go check on my YouTube channel. I played the Xbox version and the PS4 version in a stream just because the Leviathan update went live. Okay, I'm ignoring this guy because he just keeps asking me for free shit. That's not how it works, man. Don't waste your time on this game. No, you. Of course. I mean... It's not gonna make any sense to you guys unless you watch the meme video, okay? I do strongly recommend it. God, I loved that. That was my favorite meme. Okay, clear cursed skull, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll try to remember too before we end the stream to use my ult and stuff, because most of all, this costume, it's not the best costume, but it does have some really nice video effects to it. Okay, I need a 5-star dungeon. But the funny thing is that this costume goes hand in hand with this dragon, which is the one related from Bomber Royale. But for some reason, the devs were like, let's throw this costume into its own category. It doesn't really make that much sense, though. Can I have some stuff then? That's not how it works, man. If I gave you guys free shit all the time, guess what? I would be broke. Like, grind it yourself, man. Plus, here's the thing. I used to give you guys lots of stuff, but guess what happened? You guys end up getting free shit, then you don't feel like you've earned it, and then you end up quitting right away because you don't care. It's like anybody who's a new player that gets Gonda right away, doesn't know what they've gotten, and then they just quit. And it's like, what a waste. You should have sold that Gonda or given it away to one of your friends that plays the game more, you know? That's my mentality towards it. That said, I still have plenty of stuff to give you guys. I really do. But I haven't had the time to schedule a proper, like, specific live stream date where I can be like, giving away a Gonda, you know? I do plan on doing that. I still do have 2 Gondas in storage that I'm going to give you guys. But I want to make an event out of it. I don't want to do just a random ass stream where it's like, hey guys, only 2 of you guys are here, better odds, whoa. Because obviously most of my streams are like this, where it's just complete random. But I also try to keep up with the, you know, I keep up with you guys in the comments and chat and everything like that. So that I can, honestly speaking, when I see somebody like get picked for a giveaway and I know that they're not a regular, I'm a little bit more inclined to pick somebody that I've seen before. Oh wait, this is already done. Okay, I'm getting too distracted by doing side quests. Do you play full time? I don't know what that means. I don't play Trove exclusively full time, not anymore. I mean, I used to, but I don't know. Trove is still one of my favorite games, but at the same time, it's like I've literally done everything that there is to do in this game pretty much, so I don't play it as often as I used to, even with the new Leviathan update, but that's because the update itself is kind of disappointing. I'm still saving up. I haven't had as much time to grind these daily quests, but I'm still trying to save up to 100, what do you call it? Of the lockboxes. I'm earning them all myself though. Somebody gave me a couple of them. I did take a screenshot, so when I make the YouTube video of unboxing all of my lockboxes, I will shout that person out. I don't remember their name off the top of my head. What the actual F? Oh, I see. Watch this. Oh god, no. It destroyed it. I need to do a Club World tour, and I gotta do a Cornerstone tour again, dude. It's been so freaking long. My Cornerstone, you guys have probably dealt with this, particularly on Xbox. I know that it happened more recently. You want to know why my roof looks like shit? Because like a year ago, there's this bug that keeps coming back to Trove over and over again, like every few months, where you'll put down your Cornerstone and the top of it just deletes. I don't know why. It sucks. I had so much shit on top of my house. I had all these, like, the roof looked a lot better. I had all these floating islands, and then I had some game breaker cannons up there. But I can't be bothered to rebuild it every time Trove decides to delete my Cornerstone. And then finally, when I got a response from the devs about fixing it, they were like, we'd have to like re-roll your entire account to like a couple weeks ago. And I'd already grinded like so much stuff. I was like, no thanks. Just leave my Cornerstone. It sucks, but just leave it. Anyways, you guys on console were dealing with that more recently. It's a recurring bug, so I would say that you either don't invest too much time into your Cornerstone, or if that happens, stop playing immediately and get it repaired, because unfortunately they have to roll your entire account back. They used to have it as separate save data. I don't know what changed, but they used to have it as separate save data, and then they could just re-roll your Cornerstone, and then somewhere along the line it was tied to your entire account, which is stupid. Give me your Gondas, or I'll go to Canada and give you 70 water bottles. I mean, I'd love that. Actually, you know what? I hate water from water bottles. It really bothers me drinking water out of plastic. It's weird. I can taste it. Some people do, some people can't. I think it's those that are in touch with the reptilians. Like me, it's understandable because I have a lizard's tongue, so I can taste it. What did we need to do? Oh, yeah. Aurora Borealis. Where do I have bombs on my hotbar? Yeah, I do. I already have these quests, so let's grab this. What happened to my voice? Do you have all the craftable mounts for the event yet? No, I don't. No. I have been getting... I missed one day of the tokens, but I've been continuously getting it because thank God, by the way, this event is so fucking easy. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm genuinely happy that I can log in and get the event tokens within like the span of 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, in fact. Because otherwise, most events, it takes so much longer and it's really, really annoying because I just don't have time, especially around now because it's the holidays. So I'm really happy that there's barely any grind time towards it. I could probably get the dance pad. Maybe I'll try and get that today. But I'll do like a small separate video showing all the allies and the dance pad. Unfortunately, I've heard that the dance pad doesn't have a unique song to it, which sucks. There's also these snowy seal tokens, which you can buy for 15,000 credits. Fuck off. Not even worth it. Like, some tokens here and there will be worth it if it's like something really cool from an event or something, but not worth it, dude. It's just such a ripoff for these tokens. They're doing it every event too, which has me a little bit worried. Keep up the great videos. Thanks, Hazman. Appreciate it, bud. Gunslinger should be nerfed. Well, here's the thing. Gunslinger's pretty much the strongest character in the game. We can all kind of agree on that, right? Not 100% the strongest for every situation, but still overall the strongest. And here's the thing, is they were, like, back in the day when Tryon Worlds was in charge of this game, of course Game Ago is in charge now because Tryon Worlds went fucking bankrupt, thank God. No, I don't mean that towards the employees that all got laid off, obviously that sucks and is terrible, but at the same time, Tryon Worlds was just such a shit show of a company where they just didn't listen to their fans and kept on trying to extort money out of people. What did they expect? Of course they would go bankrupt. And anyways, they were, like, the original Trove devs were working on bringing all of the characters up to the power of the Gunslinger. That's why certain characters have had a rework and they're just really, really powerful. And they actually were doing a really good job balancing them. And then everybody got laid off and now the new developers don't know how to even do that. Unfortunately. Like, it still is very disappointing that the new developers are kind of out of touch with what players actually want from the game, which I would recommend is rebalancing the classes. I'd say that that's probably the most important thing, because if they rebalance the classes, it means that each character becomes more valuable, and thus there is even more reason to spend money to end up getting all of the classes, right? That's my mentality towards it. If they're, you know, interested in making money. Also, they should work towards making new classes because new classes always generates more income for the game over shit like this, you know? Thanks for the nubblies, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Where the heck? I'm still missing Formicite. Normally this part of the quest does not take this long. Oh, there it is. What was your first level 30 class? Probably Shadow Hunter, I think. God, that was so long ago, but I remember very distinctly. I was standing in the club world and I was on top of Bowser, the Sky Whale. That's like one of my first ever gigantic builds in the old hub. You guys will understand when I make a world tour, but that video is literally going to be hours long. Like, there's so much shit I gotta show you guys in the club. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I remember distinctly being on top of Bowser and just thinking to myself how pissed off I was that I had to grind all the classes to 30, because at that particular moment I had all of the fun characters at level 30 except for like Faye Trickster and Boomeranger and shit. Like, the characters, I mean, Boomeranger's fun, but these characters kind of suck for grinding. I think anyone who's played Trove for an extended period of time understands what I'm talking about, because there's certain characters where it's just like you just don't want to grind them, especially because at the time I was doing non-stop grinding. Like, I had to grind Revenant, Tomb Raiser, Faye Trickster, like all the classes that suck for farming. They're okay now, but they were even worse back then, and it was just ugh. I was not looking forward to that. I got it all done. All the characters are grinded out. And then Vanguard, I'm pretty sure I was like the top. I think I was the first person to get him to level 30. Or maybe I was the second. But I'm pretty sure I got him. Somebody, that's right. Somebody got the Vanguard to level 30 just before me, because I got to the update a little bit late. And then I got my character to level 30, and then I think Joe got his to level 30, and we were like the top 3 when the Vanguard came out, because we were just grinding non-stop. Like, I did like a 6-hour stream, and got the Vanguard maxed out right then and there. It was so fun. Or no, I think I fell behind not because I was late, but because I started fucking around with some other stuff in the game. I don't really remember, but the stream is there on YouTube. But anytime, like, that's the thing. Anytime it comes to just grinding, then sure, then I'm down for it. But as soon as it gets to all of the boring crap, like rampages and junk like that, it's just like, I can't be bothered, man. Log in this exact moment to get the rampage. Like, no. Just no. Thanks for more nubblies, Joe. Appreciate it. I think the stat system is too simple. Just pure DPS and you're set, especially gems are so BS. If gems had been 80% weaker, then character specialties would be more useful. Yes and no. Trove inherently is not going to be complicated, and I would argue that it's already too complicated, even right now. More specifically, I think that physical damage and magic damage, just fucking delete that shit and just have one coherent damage stat. Having the characters built towards DPS is fine. The problem is that most of the characters just frankly don't keep up. You know? That's where the balance needs to come in. And yes, unfortunately, there is no such thing as a tank in this game. There used to be tanking. But guess what happened? They nerfed all that shit into the ground. Because in order to tank in Trove, because the amount of damage that these enemies do, because this game is an unbalanced piece of poop sometimes, the amount of damage that enemies shoot out, you basically had to use like weird tricks to make your character utterly invincible. Not tanky, invincible. And of course, that's an exploit or something, so they ended up nerfing that. And then it's like, all right, I guess I'll just build all my characters towards DPS then. Like, that's Trove. Welcome to Trove, guys. But I like the fact that it's very approachable and not complex. You want something complex? Go to WoW. You know, go to any other MMO. Go to Path of Exile. There's so many builds in that game. But Trove in itself, the less complicated, the better, dude. Because it's just an action combat system anyways. All I want to do is do damage, and I want to be as fast as possible. The funnest part to Trove is doing dungeons as quickly as possible. And then the worst thing is when you're playing on a character that can't do that. That's what I think anyways. Because that's still one of the reasons why I'm still playing Trove up to this point, is just because of the fact that, you know, it's so fast paced. It kind of plays like Quake or something. Like, it's like a third person shooter. It's so great. Ah, he hurt me. All right, here, let me use my ult so we can see the VFX here. Because it's a gum costume, right? That's why it's all this pink shit. Die. Now, the other thing, too, that sucks about the gunslinger, I wish they would fix that, is when you're using your ult, they changed it a long time ago, where projectiles in the game have a very little AoE attack to them. Think of it as you shoot your projectile and then there's a bubble around that, and if the bubble actually hits the enemy, it does AoE damage, and then if the projectile hits the enemy, it does AoE damage as well, but it will do more damage overall. But unfortunately, there's a little bit of a bug with the gunslinger, where if that bubble hits the enemy, you actually don't juggle yourself. Like, you have to pretty much hit the enemy. It's very finicky, but you have to hit the enemy directly, and half the time the game doesn't actually register the shot. And that's why sometimes as the gunslinger, you gunslinger mains will know what I'm talking about. You're shooting an enemy in the face and you don't juggle. It's especially apparent when you end up using your ult, because that is pretty much just all AoE, rather than actually doing that straight damage that makes you juggle. Die. Die, please. Pew! I like that right click shot. That's so cool in Rainbow. I would think that Joe would love this costume. Maldarin, thanks so much for the sub for tier 1. Really appreciate it, bud. Your name reminds me of Mandalorian, which is a good and bad show. Last episode was epic, but unfortunately Disney did exactly what I thought they did. It's a TV show, so the first 3 episodes are really fun and engaging. The rest of them suck ass, and then suddenly the last episode that's getting ready for season 2 is like, hey, I'm actually written by a good person again, a good writer, instead of just filler. Don't get me wrong, I still like Mandalorian, but all those side episodes, like, it's like old TV. It's not like Netflix, because Netflix, a TV show, is like a movie with episodes, whereas Disney Plus and Mandalorian is like TV. It's not a movie. It's a couple episodes where some stuff happens, and then the rest of them is, all right, let's try our best to keep the characters all the exact same so we can drag this the fuck out and get as much money as possible. Which is what I hate about TV in the first place. Everybody else seems to love it, but I think most of all it's all the normies that are all about Mandalorian. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome show as far as TV is concerned, but I really wish that it was more like Netflix, where it actually progressed. Like, I want to see Baby Yoda do more Force stuff. I want to see a Jedi show up and it'd be like, what's this? I've just had Star Wars on the brain lately, guys. Okay, I want a Jedi class in Trove. Can I get a dragon scale or a feather? Like, for Christ's sake. This quest always takes so flippin' long, dude. It's disgusting. Thanks again for the nubblies, Joe. Or should I say rupees? That's another thing too. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how much I've been craving playing through Zelda. I'm not gonna do it, but god have I been wanting to. If I can't do it, because otherwise I'm already playing too many games on the channel anyways. I already started Windcraft just because I was going to start Windcraft next week. I already had it recorded, obviously, but I was going to start uploading it next week after I'd finished uploading Boneworks. And then Joe, he already put his Windcraft videos up like a week ago, and I was like, all right, I guess I better upload these. Oh, hey, Mr. Boy. Oh, he's just dropping in to say hi. All right, man. Later. Where does the Trovian Outpost quest XP depend on? What do you mean? You mean the amount of XP that you get from the quests? I don't think that's relevant to the Uber world that you're in, if that's what you're saying. Also, one of my favorite things to do in this game, hit an enemy while you're in the air and juggling, and then you just move with your mount. Because it doesn't animate. It looks so stupid, I love it. Yeah, the amount of XP, I don't think that matters based on the Uber world. I think it's just based on the quest itself, because it's the same as with the Adventurine, right? Like, you don't get more Adventurine based on the world. That is actually a pretty cool cornerstone. I like that. Who is this? Happy Anime YouTube. Oh, okay. There's no water in here. Also, that is a disgusting grass color. I think that's that verdant green, which is actually a metallic green. Unless that's just lime green, I'm not exactly sure. But I'd recommend using a different green for your cornerstone. I wonder if you can get grass blocks into your cornerstone. I don't know if you can. I'd have to double check. Whoops. I'm not trying to go into the dungeon because those guys actually don't drop scales. Holy shiitake mushrooms, dude. When are we gonna get this? I'm gonna have to call the stream after we're done getting the scale, just because it's taking so flipping long to get the scale. Oh my gosh. Who is it? Which one of you guys is the one that's breaking this game? Thank you. See? I was calling him out, and he must have just left the chat. The son of a bitch. Obviously, it's not up to somebody. How's your day? I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, man? You guys got some plans for the holiday stuff? Good God, next week it's already Christmas. The end of the year is upon us, gamers. This year ended so quick. I gotta remember too. I gotta write this down. Yes. I want to do my own game awards for 2019. Because the Game Awards actually just came out. Well, not just, but Sekiro won. Sekiro fucking sucks. Sekiro won Game of the entire year. I don't know why. That's one of the worst games I've ever played. Like, I sincerely don't know why it won. I just think it's because more people bought it. Like, oh my god, even on Steam, there's like 35,000 reviews or something, which means that there's even more people that bought it. But that game is a shit show, dude. I love me some Dark Souls, don't get me wrong. I hated Sekiro. It was so boring for me. That's why, like... I mean, I beat it, and then I turned on a mod to cheat so I could beat the rest of the game because I didn't want to play it anymore, and then everybody yelled at me in the comments, and then like an idiot, I was like, I'll show you, and then I beat the game again without cheats. But, yeah, I hate that game. My opinion is justified as well because I've played through it multiple times, but I hate that game. It's so bad. Like, I love Dark Souls. I think it's because of my personal playstyle. I love Dark Souls because it's all about quick reaction time. I don't like Sekiro because it's more about memorization. Like, Dark Souls threw so much shit at you that it was just about, like, you know, reacting to the situation. Whereas with Sekiro, it was just pattern recognition. You had to recognize each of the boss's attacks and just repeat it over and over until you got it. I didn't find the game to be as challenging as Dark Souls, where it was actually difficult. I know that that doesn't make sense for most people that probably have played both games, but for me, I just wasn't that into it. Somebody else said that Sekiro won because the other games on the list weren't that good. I agree. But I don't know why so many games weren't on the list. Resident Evil 2, I would easily give that game of the year over Sekiro. That was such a good game. Like, technically, on the technical side, and then the gameplay itself, it was so well done. Like, I can't even believe how well they did that game, and I loved it. Normally, I loved the old Resident Evil games, but I would say that if you can manage to actually do a remake of a game and completely like, it was so good, man. So well done. But I'd have to go through my list and see, like, I don't even know, like, what games even came out in 2019, man? There wasn't that many, was there? But Sekiro would not be, like, on my top. That's for damn sure. Is this still live? I mean, of course it is, Creeper. What are you talking about? How could it not be live? Yeah, so for everybody that keeps asking, yes, you get this dragon from Bomber Royale. You have to redeem Season 2 tokens. I'm sorry that I haven't actually said the specific meaning. I just keep saying it's from Bomber. But I literally have videos already talking about all this stuff so that I don't have to talk about it in every single stream and video. Oop. Where is this idiot? Oh, this dungeon's done. Okay. Get out of here then. We only got a couple more quests to do. And then maybe if I can squeeze it in, I'll do... Here, watch this. I unfortunately have to do this way because he's trying to invite me to a Leviathan. Here, I'll stand on this guy. Ah! There we go. And then I have to use my bombs. Oh, God. There we go. I did it! Do I plan to stream any AR games? That's exactly what I was about to say. Thanks for reminding me. I completely lost my train of thought. I want to do Destiny today if I can. What? The actual... That's not... I must have read that wrong. That's not the, like, geode surface. I thought he was inviting me to, like, an actual Leviathan. I would have just said no and fought. Tries to find what to spend my channel points on. Oh. Can you guys tell me what else can you even spend your channel points on with Twitch, guys? Like, I don't know anything about that stuff. As far as I'm concerned, like, I was watching an stream the other day of someone that was playing through Boneworks. Because I love that game so much. Oh yeah, bouncing bombs. That's right. The shots out of this dragon are the bombs from Bomber Royale, so they bounce off of everything, which makes this actually one of the shittiest dragons in the game. I know that they thought it was cool, but... You can unlock Twitch sub-emotes. That doesn't make sense. those are supposed to be perks for people that support streamers, not for people that just watch the stream. I mean, it makes sense, don't get me wrong. But that's kind of weird, isn't it? It's temporary? Oh, maybe it's like some holiday thing. Oh, I see. It's a holiday thing so that you can earn those emotes and junk. And then it'll go away, I guess. Weird. Twitch has way too much, like, exclusive shit. It's almost as bad as Fortnite. To put context into that, one of the biggest reasons I absolutely hate Fortnite is because, one, it's one of the most boring games in existence. And I think we can all agree on that, even though it's the top game in the world. But the thing that I can't stand about Fortnite is they've added so many different game types and game modes, right? Why do they keep removing them? Like, by now, Fortnite should have like 50 different game modes and be extremely accessible to everybody because they'll have like big team battle and 500 variants of it, custom maps and everything. Like, there should be so much more to the base game of Fortnite right now, but they've got this dumbass obsession with limited time game modes. I know why they're doing that, because it's better for the marketing and it's better for the game itself, but it's like, good God, dude, like, just give it to me. I would probably play Fortnite if we had a couple different game modes. More notably, I'd love to actually play Save the World, you know, co-op with friends, except for some reason they still charge money for that crap, and Save the World is one of the worst campaigns I've ever seen in a video game. It could be good, but it's not. I know that there will be people out there that go, I love Save the World, but there's so many cool things that they could have done with it that they didn't. Like, I think that the Save the World should actually be open world, and you're trying to, you know, keep yourself safe from the zombies by like exploring the environment and stuff. Like, give me a battle royale map, but instead you're actually trying to stay alive through PvE. Like, zombies will just slowly start invading, and as the cloud fills in, you know, more and more zombies end up showing up, and if you can survive all the way to the end, like, that would be cool, man. But instead, we've got some garbage, like, wave defense that's not even, like, good. And it's just weird. I don't know. Yeah, and like Joe's saying, like, I'd play the Fortnite mode where you actually respawn, except remember when we played it, Joe? It was such a buggy mess. Like, it didn't even work properly. And then you know what would be the biggest thing that would sell me on Fortnite? Different fucking maps. It doesn't all have to be the gigantic world map, guys. Like, give me actual maps that I can play in, not always 50v50. Make medium-sized to small maps. And on top of that, please, for the love of God, I know that it's an identity that the game has, but I want the same game, work with me here, but no building. Because then the game would actually, you know, require skill. Oh my God. I know that there's skill involved with the building, but I can't stand the build mode. I really can't. Like, half the time I would be playing the game and I get like a really good spot inside a building or some cover or something. I'm using the environment. I'm being tactical. And then some guy just builds up a fucking tower and kills me. And it's like, okay, that's unfair. I don't have all of these buttons associated with my mouse. Not to mention the building just being like complicated. Like, why are there 50 different things that you can build instead of just make me put down a platform? Anyways, I like how this turned into a Fortnite rant. I just hate that game. I mean, people that are into it, go ahead, be into it, but it's the same as like with Trove. I at least acknowledge the parts that I don't like about it, and I'm pretty sure that everybody who plays Fortnite acknowledges all the things that are wrong with it as well. The biggest thing is just, why isn't there more to that game by now? Like, Epic is trying to play it so goddamn safe with Fortnite. They don't want to change anything because they don't want to risk losing any money, you know? It's really disappointing. Because I love Fortnite aesthetically, and I actually really enjoy the gunplay. Except that shotguns are overpowered as fuck, and that's the only thing that you use in that game. But if it was actually, like, balanced and set up as, like, maybe more like they need a survival mode that's not Save the World, an actual survival mode, kind of like Rust or something, you know? Like, if they had like Fortnite but maybe a more hardcore survival mode, maybe a more competitive mode, Who cares? I just realized we had like the most boring conversation ever. You can't join me? I don't know why. You can just join the Team Pixel world. This is literally the end of the stream, guys. Like, we're gonna be sitting here doing this. I have to get my fish out of the way. And then, if I can, we'll do a Destiny stream. It's not gonna be a very long one. Because, like I said, my cousin is actually getting picked up from the airport. And he's getting picked up, I think, at 12, which it's almost 12 my time right now. And then he's coming back home. So I'll be busy entertaining. But if we have time after this, I'll try to hop in Destiny, get some dailies done. Maybe we'll get to do 1 or 2 strikes, and then I'll have to stop the stream. What's the fastest way to level? That's a good question. Does that motherfucker have a permanent torch? Holy shit. He actually had a perma torch, guys. That's an insanely rare drop. I wonder if he leached it or actually got it legit. But anyway, fastest leveling. I mean, obviously just doing normal grinding and shit yourself. With this event that's going on, I'd recommend that you hop on, get your dailies done, because there's going to be some daily quests that show up in the top right. And if you get those done, usually you'll get like double XP potions and stuff. But anyways, fastest would be Bomber. Bomber Royale gives the most XP, but that's only if you do well enough. You have to play. You can't just AFK farm it. But yeah, double XP potions are being given out for a lot of this event right now. And if you're just nonstop doing solid grinding, not Bomber, it takes 12 hours to max out a class based on just normal farming worlds. And obviously, if you use an XP potion, that gets cut in half, so it's somewhere around 6 hours to get from 0 to 30. It might be a little bit faster depending on the class that you're playing. Best use for 4 spare diamond dragon eggs. Should I hold on to 3 and loot the last, or loot all? Do you have the elemental dragons? Because I'd recommend you save 3 of them for each of the elemental dragons and save a 4th one just in case they ever decide to add the 4th elemental dragon, which they probably won't. Do a 980 Nightfall ordeal. I don't want to do that, Shadow Cookie, because I'd be playing with randoms, and randoms suck in Destiny. Seriously. Otherwise, I've done Nightfalls before with like Stratus and D, I think, and you know, they're fine. They go over pretty easy. I'm strong enough, that's for sure. But why power 980? That doesn't make sense, because the soft cap is actually 960 now, isn't it? Used to be 950. I think it's 960 now. Enchanted Sianu torch so rare. What? Your username is blue, dark blue. Kevin, I think. And I have dark mode on Twitch. But I think he's the one. Yeah, you're the guy that was standing by me, right? If that's the, yeah, that's Kevin right there. Yeah, that because the torch is actually not purple or blue or anything, I know that that's a permanent torch. That's insanely rare, dude. You got really lucky by getting that. Because the whole point is that there's the daily torches that you can get from the Leviathan. Those will die as soon as the daily reset happens. If you get 3 of them, you can forge them into a weekly token, or weekly torch, I mean, and then it waits until the Trove weekly reset. And then what you got there does have a little bit less light than the weekly torch, but it's a permanent torch. It doesn't disappear. It's insanely rare. Unfortunately, those aren't tradable like the mounts are. But yeah, GG on that one, dude. That's really, really lucky. It's just extra light damage, so it's not like it's that big of a deal, but it still adds up. Let me actually see. I want to take a peek and see if these mounts have actually gotten to a decent fucking price now that I can actually buy some of them. What are torches used for? You literally get them as rare drops from the Leviathan bosses. Actually, not rare drops. That permanent torch is a rare drop. The normal torches you get all the time, but will you get a torch? Will you get a drop from the Leviathan? Most likely not. But they literally just give you more passive light stat. 14 mil. Fuck you. That's way too overpriced. Nobody's grinded any of these. This already goes to show nobody's grinded the Leviathans. I'll probably never get these mounts just because... Damn it, man. I was really hoping that they would be cheaper. That's literally weeks old. And, that's weeks old. And now that thing is, like, still 14 mil. How many people do you need to kill a U8 Leviathan? That entirely depends. If you've got a strong enough group, 8 is ideal. Because the point is, like, the point is with the Leviathans, guys, is that the Leviathans, or just Trove enemies in general, can only drop for up to a total of 8 players, right? So, unfortunately, what happens is, if you have more than 8 people fighting a Leviathan, it means that those extra people, the game is going to randomly decide who gets drops. And unfortunately... Trove doesn't determine based on like who's doing damage or anything. Like there is literally nothing to calculate how much work you're actually doing to the Leviathan. So literally people can just show up and leech. And they'll just sit there doing nothing and then they'll end up getting a drop even though you're doing all the work. And because of it, as you can plainly see, because nobody's selling any of the Leviathan mounts, nobody's grinding it anymore. The only people that are grinding Leviathans are tryhards that actually have like a good group, in which case the casual player is not going to actually access that. It's stupid because the Leviathans actually were a lot weaker on the test server, and thus it was a lot more possible to actually fight them with a much smaller group. Like you didn't have to be perfect stats in order to actually beat them. And because of it, it was a lot more accessible. Lots more people could end up doing it. And then for some dumbass reason, the devs thought, let's make these stronger, because like 5% of Trove's players, the tryhards, were like, these are too weak, make them stronger. And the devs listened to the minority, unfortunately, rather than the majority of players. And I'm not saying that the bosses should be easy, okay? But they're too difficult. Legit. You need to have like an actual group that can handle Ultra Shadow Towers in order to beat the Leviathans in an efficient enough manner. It really sucks. So for somebody like me, sometimes I'll go and fight the Leviathans, but honestly, I don't. I don't do it very much. And I was waiting to see if I could just buy the mounts, but as you can see, 14 mil, like, good God, that mount isn't that cool. Let alone, I already, like... I'm already going broke right now. I do not want to spend more money on credit pouches just so I can get the flux to end up buying that. Like, I could buy that mount right now, and I'd be one of the only people that actually has it, but no thanks. It's not worth it. Yes, like, just like that, Dax. In U10, to defeat that Leviathan, you have to have a minimum of 5k light in order to even do damage to it. Anything lower than that, you don't even do damage. So guess what happens? People leech, and thus it's not worth it. It's so stupid, dude. Credit pouches are spiking at the moment because most people aren't buying them anymore. Let me take a peek. $2.99. Yeah, Jesus, they're actually going up in price. That's because nobody's buying them anymore, dude. And like nobody's buying them cash shop wise, because even somebody like myself, like I already bought a little too many credit pouches when the Leviathan update went live. I've got all the costumes now for all the classes, so I'm satisfied. But I don't think I'll ever get those mounts unless they ever end up getting cheap enough. But nobody's farming the Leviathan, so they're not gonna get cheaper. What can I say? I think those are nubblies, so thanks for that, Smarty Pants. Appreciate it, bud. Last night was 380k each per pouch, but were people buying them though? That's the real question. Just because they were that price doesn't mean people were actually buying them. Yeah, Joe, you and I should have max light, or close to... Oh, I don't have my max light on this character. But yeah, max light is something like... It's something over 6,000. And even then, like, in order to beat the bosses in U10, you basically have to have a really good group. Everybody's got to know what they're doing. Minimum of 8 if possible. And what you're basically doing is just sitting there, attacking the boss with your strongest class, spamming pots while you do so. And then when you run out of pots, you warp back to the hub, grab your Elysian Flask back, go through your portal, and then you fight again. The problem is as soon as you throw down an origin portal, some motherfuckers are sitting there and waiting to jump through the portal so that they can leech. And thus the cycle repeats. That's why I don't bother with the Leviathans, man. Like, it's so frustrating when you're literally spending like 5 or 8 minutes fighting those guys and then you get nothing from it, and it's just like, Thanks, Smarty Pants, seriously, for all the nubblies. Appreciate it, man. Those little snowmen are delicious, as well as nutritious. Which class has the most damage? It depends. But I guess Gunslinger? Probably. Gunslinger, Ice Sage, Fey Trickster, Draco, you can use those guys. Larkian saying, people lock the Leviathan entrance with blocks. Yeah, but like I just said, you're using an origin portal to warp back to the hub so that you can end up getting your pots. And people can just take that portal, so it doesn't matter. That's the problem. Like, if you could set it so that only you or maybe your group could go through the portal. Like, the funny thing is, Joe and I were just talking about this the other day. You guys probably don't know, but once upon a time, the Trove devs, like dumbasses, tried to actually introduce a group system. So it was a party system. And it was awful. It was terribly implemented. Nobody liked it. We were just talking the other day of how stupid it was. Like, they must have spent weeks working this system out, only to remove it from the game. Just because that update alone showed that the developers were not listening to players. Because the moment they showed it to us, everyone was like, don't. But they put it in the game anyways. And then there was such a huge backlash that they ended up removing it. The irony is that I personally think that they could have had the tether system, but it needed to be an optional side thing. And if we had the tether system right now, it would actually be a good thing for Leviathans. Only for Leviathans. Nowhere else in the game is it a good thing. But it's hilarious that something like that would actually resolve a lot of the issues that happen right now with the Leviathans. That said, I mean, Leviathans were just implemented awful, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, tethering, that's what it was called. It was disgusting, dude. Boop and boop. And then I think that's it, everybody. I think we're already done with, oh, we got actually quite a few of these. Huh. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this stream. Yeah, the tether system. Good God. Not even grouping, tethering. Just make it even more confusing for new players, guys. Just keep calling it weird shit. But we'll call the stream here. I guess I'll hop on Destiny. I'll try and do a stream for you guys really, really quick. So if you guys want to stick around for that, you can. But if not, you know, that's perfectly fine. The Destiny stream will show up on the channel at some point, maybe. Or maybe I'll just keep it for exclusive for YouTube members or Twitch subs. Anyways, what we're gonna do, like, this was the Gunslinger costume. You guys got to check it out. I'll put another vote on my YouTube community tab for the next costume that you guys want to see, because we're slowly going through all of them, even though I honestly already have a video that shows off all of the costumes. But if you guys stick around, I'll see you in Destiny, and if not, have yourselves a great day, and Merry Christmas and stuff, whatever. I'm gonna hit you guys with an ad before I end the stream, even though it probably won't work.